I can tell you, as ranking member of the Intelligence Committee, the broader a plot extends, the more likely either the FBI or our intelligence community is to see it. You know, if an individual who wants to commit violence is talking to lots of people abroad, there's a reasonably good chance that we're gonna get word. And so the consequence of that, of course, is that if somebody is acting as what we call a lone wolf, that is to say, they're just bent on doing violence, they've been self-radicalized, and they haven't told people about it, that's a real danger, because they may not be communicating with anybody.
All right, a new wrinkle as we try to understand with this Afghan national who somehow got into this country, might have been radicalized once he did get to this country, but his intent, we are told, was to allegedly target an election day attack on this country. Fair and balanced now, the read from a prominent Republican. I think a lot of you know this fellow, Dan Crenshaw, the Texas Republican, who sits on the House Intelligence Committee, also the Combat Mexican Drug Cartels Task Force Chairman. Congressman, always good to have you. A lot we still don't know, I understand that, but is it your sense from, and I know you can't share everything, from what you know, that he was indeed acting alone, was radicalized alone here? What are you hearing?
Well, I have not been briefed on the specifics of this matter. I'm not sure we will, probably until we get back into session and go into a secure room to do so. And I don't think the people actually investigating it know the answer to that question just yet. So I think we can comment on the broader context here. And the broader context is this: you have an impossible situation because of a bad policy decision. A bad policy decision was to withdraw from Afghanistan in an extremely irresponsible manner. And when you do something like that, you have tens of thousands of deserving allies, which is why we have these special visa programs, deserving allies who have worked with us for 20 years, who need a new home because we allowed theirs to be destroyed. And you have an impossible situation now because you have maybe 99% of them who are very deserving visa participants, but there's that small percentage you just can't vet, that you don't have enough time to, you don't have enough resources to, you may just not have the information on them at all. And that appears to be the case here. And it's very much possible that they could have been radicalized right here at home, and you never would have caught it no matter what. It speaks to a broader problem, again, where this administration has just not taken our national security serious enough. We've heard from the FBI director, and by the way, good on the FBI here, that they're doing their job. But this isn't an isolated incident. They're having to do their job a lot. The FBI director said he saw a red flashing lights everywhere last year. Just this summer, we had 8 Tajik nationals arrested, connected to ISIS. They were intent on committing a terrorist plot here in the United States. Again, the FBI wrapped them up, tracked them pretty well. There's been Pakistani nationals with ties to Iran also arrested, looking at plots to assassinate politicians. Of course, it's been uncovered that Iran is trying to assassinate President Trump. There's a lot going on here, and to have an open border and a kind of whimsical vetting process for special immigrant visas is generally just a bad idea, and it's something we need to look at and maybe understand that there's only so much you can do, and letting millions of people in across our border puts our own bureaucracy in an impossible situation.
Yeah, and even to your 99% figure, even 99% who did get here from Afghanistan were fine. Even applying the 1% who are not to those who cross the border, we're talking thousands of dangerous people. Real quickly, what do we do to stop that?
Well, the border or the issue with Afghan nationals, they almost talk about the border. The border is easy to stop, right? We need to win an election, and we need to get President Trump in the White House, and we need to implement back some of those executive orders that had the border under control previously. It's really that simple. Enforce some of our laws. Do we need to tweak some new laws? Yeah, absolutely. But within our existing system, we can stop that. So we need to win elections, Neil, and people need to get out and vote. And that's a simple answer to that question.
All right. Sorry to jump on you in the end with this timing issue, but Congressman, thank you very much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.